What is going on, everybody? Sean Daniel here with Guitar Control, and I would like to talk a little bit about this class that I just put together. That's really just taking you through how to play almost any song that you could ever want to learn using only 10 chords, okay? So we're gonna get a little bit into kind of just like the theory of music and how this stuff works, especially in a song-based approach, okay? So if you're interested at all, if you're interested in like learning a bunch of like easy songs or using kind of easy, beginner, intermediate methodologies into using and playing like really cool songs, click the link below because you can get on the pre-order list for the class, or maybe it's already out. Check it out, you'll get more information if something like that interests you. But today I kind of wanted to go through a refresher on the songwriter's greatest friend, and that is the capo. So again, you might be like, well, learn 10 chords and play any song ever. I mean, that seems like kind of a bold statement, but really it pretty much is true as long as you know how to use one of these. So I just want to talk for a couple minutes about what this is, how to use it, and really just kind of give an intro into what we're going to be talking about in the course, right? So a guitar in standard tuning is an E string, an A string, a D string, a G string, a B string, and an E string, okay? Now this is great because this really allows us to do a lot of different things, right? Maybe one of the first chords you'll ever learn is like an E minor. You just put your middle finger or whatever finger on the second fret of the A string and your ring finger on the second fret of the D string, play all 6 strings and there you go, you're off, right? But what if you come up against like something on a chord chart that's like B flat minor? Well, that's when you run into something like this, which can be really, really difficult when you're first starting out to kind of bar an entire fret and then somehow stretch your fingers out and try to like make it sound good with tone, okay? That's exactly where one of these comes in, because this is perfect if like you struggle with bar chords, maybe you're not quite there yet. Now it's not a replacement for bar chords. I think every good guitar player should really kind of like explore that and practice that, but it is something that'll make it a lot easier right off the bat, okay? So let's take that E minor chord as an example. What this capo allows us to do is we can play another chord using this exact same shape for voicing, right? Again, this 2-finger voicing. Now, the unfortunate thing about not playing with the capo on a guitar is that, like, let's say I want to move this to a different spot. That doesn't really sound good, okay? Because we're moving 2 of these notes, but the open strings aren't coming with us. Enter the capo, all right? You just want to clamp this guy right here, pretty close to the fret. Now, I've seen some people kind of put a capo in the middle or maybe back too far, and the thing about that is it gets buzzy, right? Usually closest to the fret is where you're gonna get the best, cleanest tone. And all you're doing is you're shortening your scale length. So now if you play an E minor with a capo on the first fret, it sounds pretty good, but we're not technically playing an E minor chord. This is gonna be the minor chord that comes directly after E. So, armed with the capo and the musical alphabet, which we're gonna talk about in a second, you can really play any minor chord just using that one shape, all right? The musical alphabet is just 12 different notes that just cycle around in order. Now, it can be confusing at first because they're letters of the actual alphabet, but they don't really behave like the alphabet because it's the musical alphabet. So again, in that course, we talk a lot about this, and I have different graphics and stuff that'll help you kind of memorize this and see this in a different way that is more logical. But I just want to talk about the 7 letters of the alphabet and the 12 notes of the musical alphabet. All right, so first 7 letters of the alphabet. Hopefully I don't need to tell you this. If not, no big deal. I'm not judging. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. All right? So after G, you're not going to have to use those letters. So assuming you know the first part of the alphabet, you're good. You can be a guitar player. Knowing the weird later ones, W's and Q's, not essential for what we're talking about here. All right? So that's only 7. Now we said there's 12 because 5 of those notes have what's called a sharp or a flat. A sharp means +1. A flat means -1, all right? Now what this means is when I say the E string, all that means is when I hit this string, when I strike the string, and I'm not fretting a note, I'm getting an E sound, assuming that this guitar is in tune, all right? As soon as I fret the next one, it would go to the letter after E in the alphabet. So we're just starting on E, this is F, all right? Now, like I said, some of these have a sharp or something like that, right? So if we go to the note after F, that's F sharp. Okay? Now you might be like, well, how come E didn't have a sharp? Well, 2 of these don't have sharps, E and B. I know this is already maybe kind of confusing to you. I remember being super confused with this when I first started out. Didn't seem to make a lot of sense. There is kind of a method to the musical naming madness, which we'll get into. All you have to remember, it's 7 letters of the alphabet. B and E do not have sharps, okay? That's why there's kind of like that joke in The Simpsons, like where he's in that band called the B Sharps. That's a great way to remember it. The word B and E, spell it out. Those 2 letters do not have sharps. E, after E doesn't have a sharp, so we go to F. F does have a sharp, F sharp. After that will be the next natural letter of the alphabet, G. G has a sharp, so the 4th fret is G sharp. Now after this, remember I said it was a circle. So we go back to the beginning of the alphabet, A. 5th fret on the E string is A. A sharp, B. Next one, B sharp. No, I told you, B doesn't have a sharp. The next one is C. C sharp, D, D sharp, E. That 12th fret usually has 2 dots on your guitar. The reason it has 2 dots is because it's important. It's an important number because there's only 12 notes in music. So once you get to the 12th fret, the notes start over again. All right, so again, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Now whatever your guitar is tuned to, that's where you start the process. The A string is open A. That means the 1st fret is A sharp, B, C. 4th fret on the A string is C sharp, D, so on and so forth. Why is this essential to know? Because just like that E minor chord, right? When we put a capo on, we can move entire chords just like we moved single notes. So now, when I play that E minor shape, what's the note after E in the musical alphabet? F. So this is an F minor. Okay? When I put it on the 2nd fret, now it's an F sharp minor. Put it on the 3rd fret, now it's a G minor. G sharp minor. A minor. So on and so forth, right? I think you're already starting to get the idea. Now, in songs, you're not gonna have to move a capo around in the middle of the song. The great thing is you learn a few chord voicings, and then you put the capo in the one spot that you need it, and you don't really have to move it again for the rest of that song. So this is kind of an important thing that we'll talk a little bit more about in the course, but I just wanted to clear up that confusion, because like a lot of times I'll get a question like, what is that thing in your guitar? Well, it's called a capo. It's very important if you want to change the key of a song or play an easier version, more, intermediate beginner version of a song. Again, maybe you have a song that is like super easy, right? Like G, D to G or something like that. Or maybe let's do like a Johnny Cash song, right? Ring of Fire. It goes G, C, G, right? And maybe you try to sing along with this, but you don't have a Johnny Cash voice, so you can't sing that low. Well, what you could do, since you know these chords already, you can just put a capo on something higher. You don't even have to know the names of the notes. So I'm gonna stick it on the 4th fret. And then maybe I'll play those same chords. And then maybe that's a better spot for you to sing, to accompany yourself playing. So a capo is a really invaluable tool to have for anybody who has ambitions of playing songs, playing with a singer, maybe singing yourself, even just being able to take more complicated songs with trickier bar chord voicings and simplify them. So hopefully that helps. We're gonna go into more of this and use capos in more of a song-based setting in that course. So definitely, please check the link out. You don't have to buy anything right away. It's just, you see the link and it'll give you more information as far as like what's in it to see if maybe it is something that does interest you. So definitely thanks for checking this video out, and let us know if you have any questions in the comment section below, and we'll talk to you all soon. Thanks a lot.